Use a pawn minority attack to create weak pawns in your opponent's position. Occupy strong squares defended by your pawns. Eliminate the main defender of your opponent's king to make your attack easily successful. To limit the options of your opponent, play forced moves, checks, captures, attacking moves. Scare your opponent. Tell him that you're Bobby Kimovich Carlson. Your knight is the best defender of your king. Doubled pawns in the center aren't bad because they control a lot of important squares.
This is rapid fire chess gems, y'all. Replay this video.
A double attack is the most important chess tactics. When your opponent is attacking you, ask yourself if it's truly dangerous. For example, in this position, white can just ignore the threat and play knight to c3. And black actually tries to execute his threat, then after bishop b5, black will actually lose their queen. Offense is the best defense. Advance your rook to the 7th rank, it has a lot of targets to attack there. Attack the base of your opponent's pawn chain. Monitor hanging undefended pieces of your opponent and attack them. Linear pieces, meaning everything but not the knight, are most active in open positions. Define your candidate moves before you start to calculate anything. f7 square is the weakest point of your opponent's position. Avoid pawn islands, they are weak. Activate your king in an endgame. When your opponent's king is weak, look for combinations.
I feel like you said that already, but for the sake of the video, we're going to keep going. And the reason what we do at the Royal Chess Lounge is we're going to, turn up in the beginning. We're going to learn and educate ourselves. And then we're going to try to use some of the stuff that we learned in a live actual chess game. So this is what we're doing now. We're learning from my man, Igor Smirnov, the chess teacher from Remote Chess Academy. So shout out to him, man. He's teaching us 100 important tips for beginners and intermediate players. I'm a legend myself, but this information is very helpful.
For example, in this case, Queen h7 is a beautiful finish to this cool game. Call your blunders sacrifices. It feels better. To take is a mistake. Do not trade when it helps your opponent to become more active. Positional play simply implies putting your pieces to better positions. Attack the pinned knight to win the game. While defending, keep the position closed so that your opponent cannot attack you anymore. Perpetual check is a good way to save a losing game. Bring all your pieces into play. If you mastered all the good moves by now, you'll be a disco superstar. A pawn break can help you create a passed pawn in an endgame. For example, in this position, this pawn break creates an unstoppable pawn on the a-file. A stalemate is a good way to save a losing endgame. Put your rook behind a passed pawn to support its advancement. A bishop can completely dominate a knight. Use the back rank weakness. For example, in this position after a queen to b7, black is lost because in this case they are checkmating. Use opposition in an endgame to push opponent's king away so that you can advance and win the game. In an endgame, centralize your queen. Passed pawns must move forward. Queen plus knight is a great attacking team. Rook plus bishop is a great attacking team. The main endgame plan is to promote a passed pawn. For instance, in this position, rook takes g6, wins the game on the spot because the pawn is unstoppable. In an endgame, attack opponent's pawns, not his king. When your bishop cannot control the square of promotion, a rook pawn cannot win the game. Advance your pawn majority, play where you are stronger. Attack two weaknesses to overload your opponent. Restricted pieces is a great target for your attack. Two minor pieces are usually stronger than a rook plus pawn. Calculate all possible captures, not just one. For example, in this position, most people take it here with the bishop, while in fact, the other capture knight takes f6 wins the game because on the next move you can pick up this pawn and create a deadly attack. If you made it thus far, you are destined to be a good chess player. If you want to go deeper in one of these tips or strategic chess in general, check out these free masterclass over there. Take care.
Shout out to my boy, man. That was action-packed information, man. That was action-packed information, man. That was actually very, very good. That's 100 tips, man. So let's see if we can win the game with at least one of them. Let's see who we playing and where they from. Aditya from India in the building.